Hey Coin, this is MrCash. Welcome back to another video. Thank you all for helping me hit 18 subscribers. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. Today we're going to be looking at the most disturbing and creepy kids toys ever. Make sure you get your chips and your drink because this one's going to be amazing. But if you get scared easily, I click off this video because this isn't for the people that aren't brave. Remember to like and subscribe and turn on notifications and tap this video if you're on mobile to stay safe. And without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so this first disturbing toy is one that you might know of. It's called the Tickle Me Elmo, and this one is super disturbing because of the things it says sometimes. Some believe it's haunted and maybe even cursed, but I'll let this video explain it all. He explains it pretty good. Let's watch.
Most haunted toys of all time, part 1. This is Talking Elmo. They were first sold in 1996 and they were very popular with families and kids. You could program this Elmo to know and say your name. It also giggles when you tickle it. But in 2008, the Bowman family bought one for their son James, and things were fine until Elmo started saying things that were kind of weird and not normal for this toy. They thought it was strange, so they took the batteries out of the doll. They forgot about it for a while, until one day, they heard Elmo singing a song. He was singing the words, "Kill James."
Oh my plankton, that's horrifying. I can't believe that Elmo's even talking after having no batteries. It was definitely cursed or something. I'm glad that the kid was okay and everything was alright, but that's absolutely absurd. I could not believe that happening to me. I don't know what I would do in that situation. Let me know down in the comments if you ever had a situation like that, and what you would do if that ever happened to you. I think I would drop kick the Elmo and throw him away, but that's just me. Let me know if you'd do the same. Alright, so this next one is known as a Furby. Let me know if any of you guys in the comments know what that is. But basically these things were known for waking up in the middle of the night and just saying horrifying things. This video can explain it better, but let's watch.
Let's talk about one of the creepiest kids toys ever to exist, the Furby. These toys are super popular in the late 90s and early 2000s. But what made them so creepy? Well, if you take one apart, it looks just like this. One of the creepiest things about Furbies is that they had a power store inside of them, so removing the batteries did nothing. Unless you laid them down like they were sleeping, they were still going to talk to you at 3 a.m. and give you night terrors. To add on to this, if you ignore the Furby for too long, it actually changes its voice. So it sounds kind of guttural and demonic. Also, the Furby's language is called Furbish, which really sounds like they're speaking in tongues when you hear them. They also scream "feed me" in the middle of the night too. Let me show you a creepy example of a Furby toy. Check this out. Now imagine waking up to that at 2 or 3 a.m. as a child on top of that. Also, there's somebody on Craigslist that turns your Furbies into huge Furbies, which, this is even scarier than the original. Imagine this thing going off at 2 or 3 a.m. I wouldn't be able to sleep for the rest of my life.
Oh my god, I can't believe someone created a huge version of it. That's absolutely horrifying. Imagine that laying in bed next to you, and all of a sudden it just starts talking at 3 a.m. while you're asleep. That'd be absolutely horrific. I'm so glad I never had one as a child. I couldn't believe what I would have done if that would have woke me up and just started saying all those things. Let me know down in the comments if you've ever had a Furby and if it's ever woken you up at the middle of the night to tell you something scary. If it did, I hope you guys drop kicked it into oblivion. But let's just get into the next one for now. So pretty much this next one, it wasn't that scary, but it was super dangerous. It came in a cereal box and it was like a ring kind of, and it was just super dangerous. This video should explain it better.
Did you know that one of the most dangerous toys in history actually came in a cereal box? Let's talk about it. So, you guys remember Kix cereal, okay? Yes, it's still around, but back in 1947, they released a toy called the Atomic Bomb Ring. Now, for only 15 cents plus one singular box top, you could get one of these. And sounds fun, right? Well, not so much. So the kicker for this atomic bomb ring was that it actually included polonium-210, which is one of the most dangerous substances on Earth. And it was included in a Kix cereal box. I mean, we knew regulations were insane back in the 1940s, but kids were literally wearing radioactive material on their fingers at some point, and it came from their own breakfast cereal. Even today, a small trace amount of polonium is considered lethal. So the next time you think toys are terrible today or dangerous, just remember back in the 1940s, kids were literally wearing radioactive material on their fingers.
Wow, what the plankton? I can't believe there was actual radioactive things inside of a kid's cereal box. That's absolutely insane. I hope all the kids are okay, and I hope nobody ate too much of that radioactive cereal, because that would have had me like this. Yeah, that's not good at all. But on a serious note, I hope everybody's okay, because that's just absolutely disturbing and horrifying. Okay, so as we move on to the next one, this one I can't even pronounce, to be honest with you. It's called like Tai Monstz or something like that, and it's just absolutely horrifying. It's kind of similar to the Furby, but I think it looks much more horrifying. This video should explain it a lot better so you can understand.
Disturbing kids' toys that were banned, Part 1. Tai Monstz. It is said all of these toys have a little bit of a different backstory. They all look exactly the same, but all say something a little bit different when pressing down on their heart.
Turn off the TV. What?
If only we knew what they really were saying. Some people say the hidden messages make kids want to do things that they probably shouldn't. My question to you guys is, what do you think they're saying?
Yeah, definitely let me know down in the comments below what you think they were saying, because it's absolutely horrifying. I think it was kind of baby language, and it was kind of convincing the kids to do things that they wouldn't normally do. But again, let me know down in the comments what you think it really was. That looks pretty scary. I think it was haunted or something as well. But that's just absolutely horrifying. I'm never going to get my kids a toy like that when I'm older. Hopefully all the kids that had those toys didn't do anything bad, because then the people that made that toy just got what they ultimately wanted, which is just pure evil. Anyways, that was really disturbing, but let's get into the next one, because this one's even more disturbing. Make sure you stay till the end, because this video took a lot of effort for me to make, and it gave me nightmares while I'm making it, to be honest. Okay, but this next one is known as the Cabbage Patch doll, and I actually do remember these while I was growing up. They were like little babies that you could feed and they would eat stuff, but they would actually start eating people's hair, and it would just start causing so much damage, and they would start saying these things that was absolutely horrifying. I'll let this video explain it better because I'm just traumatized from it, but let's get into it.
This children's doll was banned for being too deadly. In 1996, Mattel released the Snack Time Cabbage Patch Kids, dolls that you could feed. You'd place little plastic snacks in their mouths, and a motor would pull the food in. The idea? A doll that really eats. But there was one massive problem. These dolls had no off switch, no sensor to stop them from chewing. So if a kid's finger got caught in its mouth, the doll would keep going. If their hair got too close, it would pull it in and wouldn't let go. Children were screaming. The dolls were chewing down on their hands. Some even had their hair ripped out. One mom reported her daughter couldn't get her finger out for minutes. The doll just kept grinding away. After dozens of terrifying reports, Mattel was forced to issue a recall in early 1997. They refunded $40 per doll, and just like that, the Snack Time Cabbage Patch Kids were gone. It was a toy designed to feed, but it ended up taking flesh and hair. Would you have let this thing near your kid?
Yeah, can you tell why I think it's the most disturbing now? That's so horrifying. I can't believe it was actually eating people's flesh. I really hope everybody's okay from this doll, because this one actually gave me nightmares when I was a little kid. I would always watch the videos on the Cabbage Patch doll, and it would just scare me more and more every time I watched it. To this day, I still think they're haunted inside, maybe just a little bit. But I'm glad that I never actually owned one, because that would just been way worse. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this doll, and if you've ever seen anything about it before, I'd like to know more information. But let's get into the next toy. So this one, I know all of you know what it is. It's called a Labubus. Let me know if any of you guys in the comments have this, or if one of your friends or family has this, because I know a lot of you guys do. I think my mom might have one of these actually. But with all jokes aside, these snacks would be really disturbing and really dangerous. This video should explain it all, but basically, they would just be super harmful to people when they touched and hold them. But it was mainly just ones that were produced like counterfeit. If you know what that means, it means fake basically. But let's get into this video.
Fake Labubus could kill you. An urgent warning has now been handed out claiming that the knockoff furry toys are laced with horror chemicals that can kill. So far this year, 259,000 fake toys have been seized at the UK border. Out of these, 90% were fake Labubus known as Lafufus. 75% of these failed safety tests, with banned chemicals and hazards found. 46% reported serious safety issues, including chemicals linked to cancer and choking hazards.
Wow, who knew such a cute toy could have such dangerous problems? If you or any of your family have one of these Labubus, make sure you throw it away immediately. It's better to be safe than sorry, and honestly, this is just one of the horrific things I've ever seen in my life. If any of you guys know a friend or family member that has one of these fake Labubus, make sure you send them this video so they can know better not to use them or touch them anymore. But let's get into the next disturbing toy. So this one you can't buy in stores at all, but it was basically just a really horrific doll that did a lot of bad stuff. Let me know if you heard about it in the comments. Its name was Robert, and it was absolutely scary. I think he's locked in a museum now, and that's definitely for the greater good of all people. Who knows what the damage this doll could have done to the whole planet. This video I'm about to show you is going to explain it all, so stay tuned.
This doll is so dangerous, it's locked in a box. This doll right here is named Robert, and he's the most infamous doll in the entire world. And the story behind him will creep you out. In 1904, a little boy received Robert the doll as a birthday gift. At first there was nothing wrong, like he was just a normal doll. But then the little boy started saying strange things like, "Robert made me do it, Robert told me to say this." And this little boy was very well behaved up until this point. He never got into trouble. But now he was getting into trouble every single day at school and blaming it on the doll. One day the family woke up to the little boy screaming on the floor with the doll on top of him with a knife. People even claim to see the doll moving. And now this doll is locked in a box in the Florida Keys. A lot of him that go to visit him think it's fake at first, but then they claim to feel some kind of demonic force once they actually go into the room. There's even a sign that makes you ask him for permission to take a photo. And they say if you don't, you end up having a lot of bad luck after. Do you think this could be demonic?
Yeah, I definitely think that's demonic. That is super scary. I hope it doesn't curse me just by looking at it. I don't think it will, since we're probably across the planet right now. But just to be safe, let me say, Robert, please don't attack me or hurt me. Alright, thank you, Robert. But with all jokes aside, that's actually super disturbing and creepy. I hope everybody that was involved with Robert is okay now and is going to live great lives, because he's just absolutely demonic and horrifying. Alright guys, that's going to be all for today. Let me know in the comments if you have any video ideas for me and things you want me to cover, because I absolutely will. And thank you so much for the 18 subscribers again, guys. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. I'm grateful for every single one of you guys. And if you guys stay till the end, make sure to comment down below waffles so you can trick all the people that left early. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you coins in the next video. Peace.